last time we played Space Goblin. So, we are along the Fried Slug, and shortly into our journey, we've already encountered several issues. One being oxygen, but soon enough found a way around that with clicking a button behind the steering wheel of the Fried Slug. And then too much space turbulence that was actually cutting up along the side of the ship as they are flying through a vortex that was the entire goal of this space run.
Please use the technical scientific name of spurbulence.
Yeah, we do have a word for that.
Yeah, I mean, get it together.
Called fucking spurbulence, dumbass.
As they are making their way through this rift, trying to explore and see what this is, the entire reason for their journey. These earthen golems started to land along the ship and start attacking people. Our main party found that they were seeming to be the only ones with actual means of dealing with these creatures. At least Sherble and Scrum were so far. We met our party, our main characters of Gramble, played by Eli. Eli, do you want to say hi?
No.
Okay. Roland playing Scrum. Good enough. Sherble, played by Kalia.
Who still doesn't have a character voice.
That was me rolling for initiative, and I'm so upset. It's a fucking that's way.
All right.
You have so much initiative. You're so ready.
Y'all ready to roll for initiative? There are 4 of these earthen golems. An earthen creature is gonna attack Schmip.
Get fucked, Schmip.
Schmip Gramble?
Yeah. That's not gonna hit. That's a 9. All right. With that, it is Scrum's turn. There are 4 earthen golems walking around your ship, attacking people. One of them is rather close to you, Scrum. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and shove it off the ship.
Let's make a contested athletics roll.
That means it's a +5. 16.
You try and get a good purchase on this, but you're having a hard time pushing it off. It seems rather heavy with the space weights on, the space weights. The weight of the issue in space. Just all that.
As you do.
With that, Sherble, it is your turn.
I fucking swing.
Okay.
I can do one thing and just swing my sword.
Go for it.
I can't even do it a lot yet. 13.
That hits.
Oh, good.
We're level 1, y'all.
1d12 plus 3. Yeah, 8 damage.
So the one you hit seems like it's nearly about to shatter, just from that.
Yeah, if only I could swing. Wait. Fury of the Small. Add 1 damage.
We're Goblin.
Get his ass.
It's still not quite enough. But it does seem like it's gonna...
It felt good, is what mattered.
Yeah. So, what kind of weapon do you have again?
I've got, like Riven's sword, remember? We flavored it. It's just a great axe. It's a 2-handed.
Okay, yeah. So you got this busted up sword that's crescent moon bent.
It's still as tall as she is though, because that's peak,
Yeah. And you just crash it into it and it's already crumbling and you're it's kind of weird because it's very humanoid shaped. And it has just creases in all the joints of pressed in almost clay.
Huh.
And as soon as you hit it, half of its body crumbles and it looks at you and its head just tilts. It's going to take an attack on you.
Yeah, do it. I got bumping AC.
That's a 21 to hit.
Well, that beats my 16.
Yeah. Get ready for this maximum amount of damage that's gonna one-shot you.
I got 12.
It's gonna do 4 points of damage.
Owie. Okay.
The one next to you, Scrum, as you're at the edge of the ship and trying to push it off, its legs just start hitting through the floor, and then it's gonna take a swing at you. It's just
Fucking try.
It's a 14. Does that hit?
Miss.
Awesome. So it swings at you, and you just bunker down, and it just bounces off of the barrel. Just pull your legs in real quick.
Brought to you by Festers.
Schmip, it's your turn.
Gramble's gonna fight this guy that's swinging at him. This little rock boy.
Yeah, just trying to take your life.
That's a bit harrowing.
It would prefer you a corpse. What are you hitting it with again?
Rapier.
Okay.
Hope these guys like piercing damage, right? Yeah.
Don't worry, we're level 1.
That's 6 damages.
Well, you quickly pierce through and you watch as like one of the like earthen hands like goes to the stomach like where you pierced it, and you're just watching as like clay and sand is spilling out on the deck of the ship. Schmip, as you stab into this one, you watch as it like tilts its face up and looks at another one that's off on the side, and it's like you see like a void of black appearing around the mouth. You don't hear anything, but you watch as this other earthen creature starts running up to you.
Oh.
And is going to attack you as well.
Rude.
That's gonna hit. It's right behind you now. You have 2 on you.
This is a problem.
Okay. It's not a problem though, because it dealt 3 points of damage. You're
That's a lot at level 1.
Look, I have that times 4, so like.
Well, I only have that times 3.
Try having more HP.
And with that, the next one's actually gonna hit you. Both of them surrounding you still. That's gonna be another hit on you, Schmip, for 5 points of damage.
Yo, this kid's about to die.
Mr.
So,
Schmip.
off on the sidelines, you see Schmip is just getting, like, decked by these, like, earth creatures, and each time they hit, you watch as, like, sand starts to come out of them and, like, start encasing Schmip.
Wow.
And, with that, it is your turn, Scrum.
I'm gonna punch whatever is looking. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go. I was gonna say whatever looks weakest, but Scrum's not smart, so he's gonna run up and punch whatever's punching Schmip.
Okay.
Ramble, I will save you. Ramble, it is me.
This, the one that was on you will get an attack of opportunity if you run away from it.
Not if I use disengage as a bonus action with nimble
Sure thing.
escape, because we're
We're
goblins.
goblins!
Goblin party. All right, sure thing.
You're never getting
so
attacks
that-
of opportunity on us.
That's fine by me. Hey, that hits.
I am not using a goddamn fucking battle axe. I'm only using a great axe. There's a difference.
Do you want to go on to the one that's already a little bit injured that has a rapier through its stomach?
Big axe good.
Yeah, as long as it's attacking Gramble, I'm going to hit it. Whatever looks more injured of the ones that we're hitting.
Sure thing.
I almost did 1d20, but that is incorrect. Plus 3.
Yo, watch Gramble die episode, like, 1.
10 damage.
That would be pog as fuck, actually.
You just utterly destroy this one. It is turning to sand at the tip of your axe as you're, like, just rapidly smashing down on it very quickly.
Get fucked!
It is your turn, Sherble.
Sherble, which one am I on? An unrelated one?
An unrelated one. Yeah, there were 4. There's 3 now.
Sherble is gonna see those other 2 over there fighting. See Gramble just getting the shit kicked out of him. Be like, sucks to be that guy. And swing at this one again.
Yes.
Fear my mighty 10 to hit.
That just barely does not hit.
Oh.
With that, it is the 2 earth creatures' turns. One of these creatures is going to the one that was a little bit further away, is going to run up and start attacking Scrum again.
Get fucked.
That is a 17.
That hits, you piece of shit.
Oh, max damage, a 6.
Get
Hey,
fucked,
that's a shit
you piece.
That's a lot.
That's so much damage. That's so
Don't
much
say that as
damage.
if
We're
it's
level
like,
1.
don't say that if it's like nothing.
It's their max damage. Like, it can't get worse than that. Ready for me to crit?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, as this one like runs up to you, it punches into your barrel, and you actually like watch as like it starts going through the cracks in the barrel and like reaching through, and it just cuts into your small goblin frame past the barrel, while the other one is going to attack Sherble. Yeah, Sherble. Wow, 21 to hit. I've rolled 21 to hit twice.
It's fucked up.
For 4 points of damage. Schmip, it is your turn, as things are getting a little bit more bloody.
A little more spicy.
A little more zest.
I'm gonna stab this other guy next to me that isn't dead and also isn't a goblin, because there's also a goblin next to me, and that guy's cool.
Just saved your fucking life.
Just saved my
Just
life.
fucking stab me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kill Scrum right now, actually.
You can fucking try.
Oh my god,
no,
PvP, yes.
I'm gonna stab this other fucking golem, and then like also take a disengage and walk away like 10-ish feet. Not
Okay.
because I think, because like I know that doesn't really do anything, because someone could just walk up to me again, but that's just what Gramble wants to do, you know?
Yeah, sure thing.
That is quite simply just the vibe.
Wham! Does a 23 hit?
It
No?
does hit.
Goddamn.
It fucking better. We're level 1.
A 23
Yeah, 6
would
damage.
just hit a certain creature in this campaign, but y'all don't have to worry about that. It is looking pretty weak, like it might break from one more good hit as you stab into this one, as you were just like preparing them. You are just getting them ready.
Tenderizing.
I'm just setting him up for my homie Scrum.
God, I wonder what classes everybody is.
So off in the distance, you guys hear loud yelling of Peggy up at like the ship, like the steering of the ship, and you just see Peggy with a large like 2x4 thing of wood smashing down on an earth golem that's trying to take control of the ship. Now, get off! Ah, it's mine. As it is now an earth creature's turn that is going to take an attack on Scrum. It's going to go for the barrel-chested
Fucking
goblin.
try.
That's not going to hit. That's a 12.
Misses. Get fucked.
And with that, it is your turn, Scrum, because the one before you has died.
Action. Stab.
It's stab o'clock.
It's
14.
That hits.
it's high 6 o'clock.
Sick. Or max
Oh.
damage.
Max damage.
Is this on the one that was already
Now,
injured,
that's a
or
big fucking number.
the one that just like
this-
came up and started flanking you?
If the one that was already injured was already next to me, then it was that one. If not,
Okay.
then it was on whoever came up to fight.
Yeah, so this other one that was just like already been
Because
smashing
you said
into
that Bramble had 2 next to him.
yeah. So this one that was just smacking into Gramble and Schmip is just getting beat up. You just quickly come over and another one crumbling into the floor. With that, it is your turn, Sherble.
I'm going to swing my sword on the one on me once again.
That hits.
Yeah.
A 19.
1d
19ers in the
plus
chat.
3. 12 damage.
Yours shatters, leaving one left on the ship.
I'm gonna
Well,
move over
yeah.
to it.
Okay.
The one in the cockpit, right?
No. Just
That one got smashed with a 2x4.
Oh, there's
yeah.
one more.
Yeah. There's 4
The one
that
that
y'all
came up
were
to you,
dealing
yeah.
with. Oh. That just makes it your turn, Schmip.
Pog. Gramble's gonna see that there's only one of them left, and despite being at 1 health and like a little bit of a pussy,
One. Oh.
he's gonna walk up and stab it because he figures that with 3 of us beating this guy's ass, there's no way he dies, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right. And he's gonna crit fail and kill my boy Scrum.
So you guys just watch
Oh.
as this
Mark it on your-
goblin in like, don't you have like a turtleneck or like a polo shirt on underneath,
Yeah.
like your like harder
yeah, your goblins
attire?
are-
leather
Yeah,
your
he's,
goblins
yeah,
are
he's
dweeb.
got a turtleneck on under his leather jacket. Yeah.
You just watch as this bleeding goblin that's been beat up to high hell is like running over with a rapier, and like as you're like on the upswing with your like arm holding your rapier, it hits into the floor, it scrapes up, and you just trip, and you watch as Schmidt just face plants into this stone golem and falls unconscious.
Wow. God, what a beautiful display of prowess.
This golem looks over at the fallen goblin and then looks back at you, Scrum, and is gonna make an attack on you, Scrum. It misses,
You can fucking try.
and with that, Scrum, it's your turn.
Scrum.
I'm gonna lay on hands, Gramble for 1 HP.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes.
That's my action though.
Sure thing.
And I don't know the mechanics of how we're gonna be doing rests and shit here, so I'm just gonna like reserve enough to get people up and call it a day. Bonus action, I don't know, I'm gonna fart on this golem. That's it.
It looks very offended. Sherbil, it is your turn.
Yeah.
The golem goes, bro, what the fuck? That was gross.
Roll D20 plus 5. I'm swinging my sword. That's a 19.
That's a hit.
Roll D12 plus 3. I am going to re-roll that.
Oh,
I can do that.
fighter thing.
Yeah.
That's
I have to
Level
take.
one?
I have to take the second number, so that's 4 damage.
yeah. I thought that was like a level 2 thing. Cool.
No, just when I take my thing.
Yeah, my cool shit's a level 2. I don't even get a fighting style until 2.
So with that, you smack into this thing with your broken blade, and it's chipping away. It turns its head 360 degrees around to you, or 180, not 360. It just does a full circle.
Crack, crack.
Just does a full circle. And with that, Schmidt, it's your turn. You wake up to a hand on your body resurrecting you, as it's a big barreled body leaning over you. That's all you see for right now is a big barrel, and then the earthen creature beside it attacking.
Ramble gets up. He mumbles out a little, "Oh, thank you." And he'll like take like a sort of a second to like ready himself. He's like, "Oh shit!" Like I'm like, "All right, I'm up. I'm good." Oh shit's still going. This guy's still here. This motherfucker's still here. Okay, all right, whatever. And he'll give it another go. Stab him.
All right.
Hopefully.
You can have advantage. I guess y'all are flanking.
Well,
Sure.
if you say so. That's a 9.
Solid.
That's with advantage.
That doesn't hit. It's gonna turn and try and smack you.
Uh-oh.
That's only a 10. That doesn't hit. Scrum, it is your turn.
Thank God, I'm gonna try and hit it. And since we have advantage, I'm gonna roll with advantage, and I'm hopefully
Hell
gonna
yeah.
crit. And critting is great. Crit. Not
Okay.
a crit. 22 to hit.
Go ahead and roll damage.
1d20. This is why I have programs to roll for me. Plus 3. 7 damage.
How do you want to end this?
They don't have balls, but Scrum is just gonna kick it straight in the balls.
So
How
what
do
we
you know
see
that, to be honest?
is we see Gramble in his like nice attire
Repeatedly.
bleeding out run into this creature, fall onto the ground as you guys are just like swinging at each other and just like jumping around, and then like as he like starts to get back up, he like trips again slightly as he watches this fist go over his skull. And as like this fist goes over Schmip, the golem creature turns back around to see the person attacking it again, just to see that looking up is not the right direction to be looking as you kick it square in where its balls
Right in
would
the
be,
jump.
and it just crumbles to the ground. As you guys have a new sandy atmosphere to the ship.
I go into the cockpit. Like, I don't know if that golem is fucking dead or what Peggy was doing.
You run into the cockpit. The golem does seem to have been handled. And now it's just Peggy who is like just pressing forward on the steering wheel, which it doesn't seem to have a good implement for that. But that's what Peggy's doing. As you're hearing some more of like that ungodly scraping, but you're like getting into the vortex. You're just seeing like, whereas typically you look around, you see stars and you see the planet below you. Now when you're looking around the back end of the ship, you can see the planet at the end, but now it's just like a pitch black void around you all.
I don't like that.
Horrifying.
We're almost to adventure!
That's one way to look at it. Hooray! And then Scrum's just gonna go and make sure all the goblins that have decided to hang off the side of the fucking ship are gonna be in danger.
If you want to make sure that they'll be in danger, you could start cutting ropes.
No, I'm going to start pulling them up since I don't know what the fuck this vortex
So-
is gonna do to them.
You know those like sticky hands that are like long rubber sticky hands that you can like slap onto people?
Mm-hmm.
That's what like a bunch of these goblins are being like to the side of the ship, just holding on with ropes, trying to keep the sides of the ship from scraping off from space turbulence.
Spurbulence.
How dare you?
And soon enough, like the scraping noise stops, and then what's your passive perceptions, y'all?
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Not fantastic.
10.
Great.
It's a 10. 10 plus.
Mine's at,
Plus my modifier.
mine's
so
at,
10.
mine's
Yeah,
at
yeah.
9.
We're not a very wise little group, huh?
So you guys
Oh.
are regrouping, recollecting. You guys are pulling people up off the side. You're helping people out. When suddenly you just hear, and you guys start to watch as the mast is quite literally being torn and starting to break in half.
Oh no, I go to try to prop it up and hold it up.
I was about to say the same thing. Scrub's not smart. He's gonna try and prop it up.
Okay, both of you make a strength check, and you guys we're gonna add them together.
Gramble would like to as well come and try and cast mending on it as it's breaking. See if that does anything at all.
Just make me like an intelligence check, Schmidt.
Unnatural 20.
6.
Sweet.
I'm helping.
Your barrel is getting in the way so much because it's like as tall as you are. So like in like the terms of like reaching
I got
over.
it. Natural.
Ramble.
Sorry.
Okay, so together with a ragtag team of weirdness going on, as Scrum, you're the first one there. You push up against it and you realize that you just can't get good leverage. Then soon enough, Sherry runs up and starts pressing in against it, and it's like
I
you're
would climb on top of the barrel to get
Oh.
better vantage, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Standing on the edge of the barrel.
And then going along to the other side is does Schmidt just get on the barrel too?
I think he wants. I think he would probably stay down if that's like where it's breaking from, you know?
Okay. So you stay around and you're like, oh, I could fix that small part. I could fix that small part. And you're just doing really tiny fixes, but they're having a great impact. As now, your guys' mast doesn't fall over after about 10 minutes of mending and trying to fix it. You just have a little bit of a sideways mast. But
That's
like,
normal.
It's still there.
yeah, exactly. That's what's
Doesn't
even the
hang.
difference, really.
Exactly.
Hey, what kind of hair does your nerd
do you want a
goblin
mask or
have?
not?
You got a little dweeb goblin. What kind of hair does he have?
He's got Liberty spikes.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Right. I forgot. Your beautiful, wonderful Liberty spikes.
The void starts to be pressed all the way around the ship, as like even looking backwards you can't see any stars.
It's normal.
And Peggy is at the
Nice.
top of the ship yelling about adventure at the top of her lungs.
Yeah,
Throw my
adventure.
shoe at her. No.
You start to notice something. There seems to be another tear that you are pressing through. And this one's being a little bit more friendly. Your ship is really fucked up, though. There's all these tears along the side. The mast is bent back a little bit. You guys have sustained a little bit of weird damage. And it seems like maybe that's normal doing this. Because as you get all the way through this void, you start to notice you're in like a space where there's like a dull light that you can't really tell where it's coming from, and you can't really tell any imprint of any color. Except for you can see all these other destroyed ships around you. And you start to see that you are in a ship wasteland.
A ship graveyard.
Cannibalize some ships, baby.
So with that, Scrum, would you like to make a perception check?
Oh.
Would you all like to
with
make a
my
perception
wisdom
check?
Being a +0, I
Yeah.
would love to.
We need to. We all have nothing.
So a 5, a 7, and an 8 walk into a perception check.
A percepty-wepty, if you will.
Yeah.
So you have a hard time really like finding too much, but there are 2 ships out there that aren't damaged.
Aren't damaged,
Huh.
but they're still just floating there?
Yeah, and you can't see anybody on them.
I want to yell really loud. Hey! Hello?
As you do that, you do see a little bit of movement from one of the ships.
Okay.
There's a very basic looking ship. Like it just looks like a normal ship you would see, just light brown side, a little bit of a trim, except for at the front of it, it's a little bit weird. At the way front of the ship, you can see like a drawn on mouth.
Huh.
And the little bit of movement that you saw, you can see that there is like a cup, like a porcelain cup that is walking around. Hi!
You speak common?
You speak common!
I'm Sherble.
I'm a fucking cup!
Okay.
I'm a goblin. Hi. You can't tell because the barrel bent. Like Scrum wings.
Why don't you come over here?
No, you come over here.
I'm a cup. You expect me to travel much?
You got a
How'd you
ship?
get there in the first place? You seem fine.
Spite!
Grample's in sort of in the background, and he's like writing down in a little journal, right? And if you happen to see what he was writing, you would see angry talking cup ?
Fucking dweeb takes notes.
So, as you can see that, you can start to notice that a lot more of the ship is actually moving around as you see, like, crates walking around, barrels walking around, the steering wheel rolls along the side, and you watch as, like, the ship starts to turn with it. So that's one of the ships that is fully A-okay. The other ship that is fine is a very deep ship. So you got, like, the top. And then it just drops so far down. It looks like it has like a 30-foot lower section of the ship, and there is no life signs on it. And it has like a weird, like almost like grayscale barrier around it that almost looks like it would hold in air, maybe. Who knows?
Golden air.
Golden air. And so those are the 2 ships that are not completely destroyed. Also along, do any of you speak Sylvan? Or speak or read
don't.
Sylvan?
I'm common and goblin.
Okay, well, along the other really deep
Because
ship,
No background.
along the other really deep ship, it has a lot of Sylvan graffiti all along it.
Devadriel was here, get fucked.
Like, we should totally go and, like, just kind of get some of these ships, right? Like, scavenge?
Yeah, I mean, our ship's fucked up. Let's make our ship better off of the corpses of these other ships.
Are there any, like,
Win.
sails?
Win.
Yeah.
Mass? Yeah, we can totally, like, steal some of this stuff. I mean,
Would
like,
debate the
if
It's
they're
not
term
dead.
stealing if they're not using
Yeah,
it.
if they're dead.
That
Like, is
other
it
ship
really
is
stealing?
a lie.
It's not stealing, then.
Okay.
Also, if you're not dead, say so. And then Scrum raises his hand. He's like, not dead.
Not dead.
Not dead, says some of the goblins
Also-
along your ship.
Sorry, I just did Dika's voice. Whoops. Also not dead.
Hey, Cup! Are you alive?
I don't know if you wanted to debate life and death and stuff. I'm just a cop. I mean, I am sentient. Does that matter?
Are you always a cop?
Yeah. Some asshole wizard decided he wanted to make us sentient. We're out for his ass.
Where is he?
We don't know. We saw him, like, he flew up. We think he's out here.
In space?
Yeah, we decided to chase after him.
Space wizard.
You're from the planet Marmalade, right? You're not.
No!
Ah, seems like we're a little bit out of our woods then.
Are there goblins on your
In
planet?
space, not the woods.
I don't know what the hell a goblin is.
Us!
I mean, there's probably not you on a planet, no.
Oh! Do you still have any of those javelins?
I still have 3.
I'm gonna kill this
Scrum-
cop.
A little.
Scrum hands over a javelin.
I want to tie a rope to the end of the javelin
Okay.
and then try to throw it at the other ship. Hey,
Okay.
can we come over?
We yeah.
Don't freak out.
Go for it.
Yeet.
Okay, roll to attack.
Attack, okay. I'm about to roll to attack in Nikki's DMs.
Tell me if it hits.
I can't wait for this.
I just
ship
rolled
to
a
cry out
D10.
in pain.
On a side note, that was a crit
Crit.
for the D10s.
You crit.
So you throw the javelin. It hits the ship. You did not grab onto the rope.
The rope just trails into space.
Yeah, the rope's just out there.
Scrum hands over another javelin.
Tie more rope to it.
You're dead.
You hear,
And then I had,
oh my side.
and then I had the end of the rope to Scrum to hold. And then I throw
hold
another
it.
javelin.
This is gonna be so...
Please roll another nat 1.
Shut up.
I get yeeted out of the fucking boat.
Sure, you hit the ship. Oh my sides.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. I got like 1,000 health. But oh.
Should we like tie that onto something?
Scrum just starts pulling the ships together.
Oh yeah, good idea, good idea. Sure, we'll help.
you just.
We're reeling them in like a fucking fish. Hey, you guys, Cup, hold on to the other end of the rope so the javelin doesn't come out.
Fine.
Yeah.
Somebody hold on to it. You watch as like barrels and other stuff. A table rolls over. You watch as like the barrels start to like almost like form a person and like grab it and start pulling you guys.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't, but Scrum sure does.
Soon enough, because of course this is how it would work. Of course you would just be able to pull the ships together.
What else would you
Obviously.
You pull the ships together and you can board the living items ship.
Hey, you guys want to trade? We have a lot of sand.
What we want Sam for?
Like, weigh stuff
You can
down.
make glass, and glass turns into more of you, right? Or
No. We only got our crew. We only got our crew that was, made at home.
If you hit like,
Well, now you can make plates and cups and eat off of them without having to worry about, it being weird.
That feels really, really strange. I mean, like, I don't
I don't want to eat off a corpse.
Yeah, I don't want to like make a fake corpse of myself
Is it a
and
corpse
then
if it was ever alive?
eat off of it.
I don't want to eat off a
You guys
mannequin.
even need to eat?
I would eat
No, we haven't ate. We've been here for like 100 years.
Oh, going well for
so
you then,
sad.
huh?
Yeah, I mean, we usually just like shut down emotionally and physically.
Hey, I bet that wizard's dead.
We did it, guys!
You can go home.
We can go home! Take us home, ship! I don't know where. Ah, we ran into problem 2 here.
Well, we're trying to, put our shit back together. Scrum points to all of the, like, peeled up sides. So I don't know if you're doing anything, but we're about to start, probably scavenging some of these ships for parts if you wanted to just, kill some time. Maybe find more information on your little wizard person.
Oh, we're not finding more information out here. We checked the ships. That's how we lost Spoons. Oh man, Spoons.
Like plural or
As
one guy
in-
named Spoons?
Spoons is in the metaphorical spoons that you use to upkeep the amount of energy you have for tasks, or like a literal person named Spoons?
A literal friend. Just one. We only brought one. The wizard likes sporks.
Honestly, same.
Why were they called
Spoons are the superior
spoons?
product
Was
area.
it like one person, but
You
they
know-
were multiple spoons?
Nah. Yeah, a little like that. It was like when Spoons was there, the room was just like filled, metaphorically, not physically. Spoons was very small. It's just like a
Spoons filled-
serving ladle.
Spoons filled me and my hole, metaphorically.
Hey.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Spoons and cups fucked.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, sometimes you need somebody to put a little sugar in your life, you know?
Oh.
But that's the
Oh,
tea,
well.
okay?
Sprinkle, sprinkle. The tea. Oh, who's the tea?
No, we don't have any tea. Like that's the story.
Testosterone. I respect that.
So if you guys would like to look for more equipment for your ship, you can roll investigation checks if you would like.
We're gonna do the same method to like reach ships
Oh
and
my
pull them
God.
over to us.
Okay.
The good old javelin method.
Okay. And if you want to visit the
And we get the javelins back.
if you want to visit the Sylvan ship, just let me know.
I mean, should we save that one for last, or should we like just go right into it?
Okay, we are going to do investigation checks, and those investigation checks are going to be done by doing rolls, and those rolls are modified by a number. And for Scrum, for those of you keeping track at home, that number is a -1.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, we'll check this shit out. +1. That's a 4.
-1. That's a 13.
Got my fatty +0. 11.
Hey, what is our crew? What are we? None of us are
Bunch
very
of dumbasses.
blessed in the wisdom or intelligence, clearly. Given that our highest passive perception is a 10.
Sometimes I like to know that I'm smarter than the character I play.
Look, a 12?
Intelligence is a dub stat.
A 12 in intelligence isn't bad. Now, I do have an 8 in charisma.
I have an 8 in intelligence and
All right. So with that,
a
Scrum,
10 in wisdom.
you can eventually find some like wound up sails that are just chucked out to the sea of the space. Weirdly enough, it's just kind of strange, but there's just like fully shattered ships. It takes a little bit of time. Some might call it a short rest amount of time if any of you would like that. You can also hit level 2 now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank God. I can actually get my lay on hands back, which is Spicy. I think that's short rests, right? Or is that long rests?
I'm gonna restore 1d10 hit point.
Now I have to look it up.
I restore 3 hit points.
But you can find more wood
oh, it's
to
long rest. Ugh, gross.
more. You can find more like shreds of wood to like rope onto the side of your ship so that you don't get any of that like space water in.
Yeah.
Spotter.
Spotter, if you will.
So you don't
Max
you don't
healing.
sink. Nice.
Well, look at you.
And so like yeah, you can find stuff to repair your ship.
D10 hit die gang.
Um
Oh, right, I have
The
to...
hell?
there's also like
Oh,
these kind of like weird things you find.
Wait.
There's like these like large
wait, we're level 2, so I have to have my con mod. Sorry.
um
I'm listening.
yeah, so you guys can roll for your HP, take the medium if it's below, but you can find these like weird metal things. They like have a like bulbous back area that then slenders out into a cylinder with like a weird cuff around them. For us outside of the game, they're cannons.
Oh,
For-
you know what cannons are, right?
Maybe. But yeah, you can find some cannons out there and some fuel for it and some cannonballs.
Spicy. Spicy.
So you guys can add 2 cannons to the ship. And you guys can also find these little like helmets that are just floating around. When you put them on, they make like a fishbowl of like a barrier of air.
Yeah, that fucks. And then we can use those
Yay.
to explore the ships better.
Fuck yeah.
Somebody can get on a javelin and then we can throw it.
I feel like the best one to be thrown would either be Sherbal or Schmip. Because the other one is
Because we're
wearing a
tiny.
barrel.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Um,
Get an action surge now.
I can smite now, motherfuckers. Peggy said that the bulk of our conquest here was exclusively to just, like, adventure, right? So...
yeah, well, your guys' goal is to find out what this rift is. What is the purpose of it? It's really cool. The rift, once you got all the way through it, did disappear.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh my god. So when
So
we
interesting.
throw a javelin and hit another ship with it and we have the rope, Sherbal will slide across the rope using her hook hands.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Are you going to the Sylvan ship with this?
Yeah, let's go to the Sylvan ship.
Okay. So with it, it is very ornate and that has graffiti everywhere. There seems to be some dates on it. Some, like, written timelines. 1980 on it.
Oh.
Kind of weird. And when you get on the ship, you can actually feel that it's shaking. And you guys can hear some, like, slightly pop-ish music of what we'd call. And you can hear stamping, and you can hear 1 and 2 and 3 and do it again now. You guys can hear that from the top of the ship.
Take it back now, yo.
And there is a large staircase, like a 30 feet wide and like 15. There are 15 feet wide in length and width, like staircase leading down at the center of the ship.
Let's go for it, I guess.
Okay. As you go down, you can see a very tall, glowing figure of like a 20-foot large person that has a sweat band around his forehead and like wrists and tight shorts and like a tank top on and is like dancing like one of those like weight loss VHSs you could get with that one guy.
Oh my god, it's Space Richard Simmons.
Yeah. And 1 and
Is there
2.
anyone else in here, or is it just Space Richard Simmons?
There's a bunch of skeletons.
Oh, no.
And he's like, "Come
Are
on,
they animated
keep it moving
skeletons?
now." No, they're not. They're just skeletons.
Oh no.
Sherry just starts imitating him, just having fun.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get this ship moving now. And you guys start to feel the ship moving. Welcome aboard.
Is this how you power the ship?
Yeah, I party it through dance. That's what I'm here for.
Why is everyone else dead?
They don't. They need to like eat. All right, move those arms. You are now on the party hub.
Oh.
Should we just like go?
We should
Dancing
just go.
backwards back up the stairs.
We're just like staring, walking backwards, but
But like doing the
uh-huh,
routine
yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
Oh, goodbye. Thanks for visiting the party barge powered by me. Woo!
There are a lot more people in space than I thought there would be.
Did I get short shorts?
I've got some extra pairs. They might fit you.
Sick.
They're really short though.
Even
Like you'll be
better.
hanging cheeks.
Just like an entire barrel on top with a helmet and just like a fat ass and some booty shorts at the bottom.
The way
Nothing
you
better.
kept saying that they're really, really short, it just makes me imagine just like the band of pants around.
Basically.
It's like basically just like bikini,
Yeah.
but it's booty shorts.
Bikini shorts.
Bikini shorts.
As you know, because as much as I would absolutely adore dancing until I ran out of energy, collapsed, and died, hard pass.
It was kind of fun while it lasted though.
Those are pretty cool, like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So as you guys go back to your ship, you do start to notice that the party hub is like doing circles.
Hey, Cups.
Yeah.
Do you like to
If it was
dance?
powered by that guy, why do they need more people? Oh, they don't need to eat, huh?
They don't need. It's just powered by that Empyreon.
Why are they just standing here?
Because there's nowhere to go here. I mean, as much
Shoot,
as
we
these
can't-
little legs can dance.
There's a party barge over there.
Yeah, they don't got sweatbands in my size.
Don't let that stop you.
Do
You want
you
to dance? You can dance.
do you sweat?
I'm porcelain, baby.
What
What
do
do
you
you
say?
think?
Oh,
You
you
can't
have
smell
little feet.
porcelain
Why
without
not?
pores.
I don't know. I've never tried. So,
No better time than now, except for when you've been here for 100 years.
so
Best time to board the party barge is 100 years ago. The second best time is today.
if you guys want to make one more look around, you can.
Yeah, make pass for more materials for the ship.
But like as this has been going on, the ship is actually getting pretty repaired. It's now looking a lot more like a ragtag barge than before. It is definitely not ship-shaped for water, but for space, maybe.
Everyone knows space is just a
Concerning
lower
that your
caliber.
concerning that your criteria for space travel seem to be more lenient than water travel.
Water's
true.
like all scary and all that stuff. Space is just an open area. Come on, we all know this.
Space
I'm
is
not
just
there.
man. It just hangs. It's fine.
Space, man.
We have what amounts to spacesuits anyway, right? So yeah, I'd like to keep looking around, seeing what we can see,
Okay,
seeing if there's any like cool shit in any of these husks.
so you can make a perception or an investigation check as you guys are actually now getting driven away from these other ships as Peggy is looking around the shipyard.
I'm looking too. Can I roll?
Yeah, go for it. Everyone can if they want.
That's a solid +1.
We're gonna do investigation, even though that's a -1.
How many crit
Nice.
fails can I roll?
A bunch,
It's a
apparently.
9 investigation.
As you guys are looking around, you eventually have to re-go and like re-pick up. You have to go and re-pick up Sherble from the party hub. Don't know why she's back there, but
Got a little distracted. Is there anything on those skeletons while I'm here?
You can see a lot more of like those actual spacesuits.
Ooh.
Sweatbands.
Take them. Rob these
Yeah.
graves.
You can actually see they have like
They don't
footwear.
need them.
Hey, these guys don't need the stuff
weird-looking
anymore,
footwear.
right? You cool if I borrow it?
Cool, I just hear
Yeah, I'm just here to power the ship, make it go faster.
How long have you been here?
You know, a good party doesn't have a time limit. I don't know.
Hey.
Okay, Sherry's gonna, I guess, collect some of the footwear and more of the spacesuits.
Okay. Scrum, you can also
Take a skeleton.
get this footwear while you're collecting her from the ship.
I also take a skeleton.
Okay.
Desecrate its grave. I like the idea that Sherbil is like very patiently trying to like pull the skeletons out of the spacesuit and take the shoes off.
No.
Scrum just like picks one up.
Not at all. Sherwell has zero respect for the dead.
Really kind of fucked up because you're doing the routine with like you're doing the little workout routine as you're taking this person's like shoes.
Yeah.
You do learn that the Empyreon is the son of Dionysus and is named Russ.
Party.
Russ.
Yeah. Schmip, you notice that there's like a walking knife that kind of catches your eye. It's like glowing a little bit.
A knife is sexy.
Fucking
You
sick.
want to fuck it.
Like it's walking around.
Hey, what?
That knife.
It's on the
Belongs to
animate
me.
object ship. But like there's a Roman knife.
Man, you could do a kidnapping right now.
I
I'm just saying.
like that's like a person.
No, that's a knife. What do you have there?
A knife person, a nursin, if you will.
Nursin.
It's fine. They're not using it.
I think.
By it, I mean their body.
Yeah. I don't think that's entirely true.
But yeah, there's
Knife.
a
Pick up the knife.
walking knife if you
Pick up
want
the
to
rock.
while you're driving by this animate object ship. It's just roaming around.
I'm not gonna yoink this fucking knife.
You want me to talk to it? Ask if it wants to join you?
Yeah, you
What if
could-
it wants
Yeah,
to
how bad
stab?
do you... how bloodthirsty is it? How bad do you want to be clutched in my big strong hands?
There's a cursed knife right here, and you're just letting it pass you by.
It's sentient. It can consent. Just ask.
Yeah, exactly.
But is that not just like being a weird? Like, is that not just catcalling a knife? Like,
I don't think knives have had to
is.
deal with like sexism. I don't think it's the same. Damn knife, you're glowing.
how do you know that what this knife has and has not suffered?
I don't think.
Dear
knives,
God, the amount the cat calls me.
I don't think knives get assigned to
The
genders at
cup won't
birth.
shut up.
Ever since Spoons left.
No.
I'm trying to fill a void. Who wants to fuck me?
Wants
Someone
to
go
fill
booze.
a hole that only a spoon can.
I'm a knife. It's not gonna feel good.
The knife. Boo, we hate your hole.
I just want to feel something at all.
So yeah, you notice
Depressing.
you notice a walking knife if you want to say anything or do anything about that.
I don't think that's like any more out of the ordinary than all the other walking objects. You know, like
This one's clearly magic.
They're all pretty clearly magic, but like
This one is glowing a lot more
this
than
one
the others.
is more magic.
So with that, you all slowly return to your ship as it starts making its way, unless you tell anybody about this knife or you just want to let it go.
Ash just like invested a lot into this knife, and is like, please take the
Why you want me
fucking
to
knife.
kidnap this fucking knife? What's your problem, man?
Because I think it's very funny
You
that
don't
we
have
have
to
debated
I'm
the...
saying. You could just
literally
tell
could
us.
Just ask.
The knife exists.
You didn't even ask the knife.
So what you can actually see is in the far distance of this area, there actually seems to be like a giant door. A giant white and golden door, white and gilded, not gilded, well, yes, gilded, but like a trim of gold, there we are, that is quite literally about 150 feet tall and about 100 feet wide with it being double doors. So 75 feet per door. And aside from that, you just see like that dark emptiness all around you that was how you were traveling through here.
I mean,
So is there a platform to the door? Or is it just a loose door floating in the...
It's just a door that seems to be floating against like a wall of void.
We should knock. Fire the cannons.
Okay.
All right, do you fire a cannon at the door?
Knock knock.
Fire it with sand in it.
Okay.
I don't
You-
think that'll.
As far as I'm aware, we don't have cannonballs.
No, there's cannonballs.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys found all the supplies for cannons.
I guess, yeah, that's how we knock.
I yell knock knock before we shoot it with a cannonball, though. That's very
Uh-huh.
important.
Mhm.
Okay,
Needs to know this is us knocking.
how about Scrum and Sherble both roll me a d20?
Okay.
How about you each roll me 4 d20s?
Four 20s.
That's a funny number.
This door is susceptible to cannon fire.
Is
Hey, wow, we were within 1 point of each other.
Wow.
Damn. Imagine.
That's
Impressive.
wild. You guys bust a huge hole through it. Not enough to fit a ship through, but you can see through it, and it looks like there's like a long walkway behind it.
Oh no! Oh!
Whoops.
Oops.
Do it again.
Make it big enough for the ship.
I guess.
If you want to, both of you roll d20s again.
Wait, what if we can unlock it from the other side?
Yeah, big brain move, yeah.
We just simply don't even know that it's locked in the first place.
We did not even try to open it.
This is great. This is wonderful.
What are we gonna stand on? Nothing! It's floating in space!
We float in space.
Yeah, we float.
And then we try. Is there a handle on the door?
No,
Okay.
it's just a flat door.
I guess tie
What
ropes
if we were
to
just
us.
supposed to fucking like charge straight into it?
Peggy, gently ram it!
I don't know the words of gently.
I feel like Peggy
Yeah.
hears that like every night.
I was like, there's a joke somewhere in there.
Kalia found it. So Peggy rams it.
Take that door.
And how would you modify that term, rams it? Not gently, like violently, or like?
Peggy rams it.
Yeah, she does.
How about you all roll me 5 d20s? Let's make this fun.
Huh?
I like how I did this without thinking about how I'm gonna have to add these up.
10.
Dummy.
Alright, so that's 89.
Hold on, I rolled d10s.
Yeah, I know.
There
Dummy.
we go.
Holy shit, that's a big
Wow.
number.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
We have 2 crits in that bunch.
Cool.
Crunch.
That is the amount of damage the ship's gonna take.
Oh no.
You guys watch as, like, the ship aims for the hole, of course.
As you do, you ram the hole. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so as
Peggy's good at that.
as Peggy rams the hole, you watch as you, like, shave the ship.
Oh.
The mast is fucking
This is
gone.
why we fix it first. Otherwise, we'd
Okay.
be fucked.
Okay, you did need to, like, at least fix it to get here. Like, this is quite a distance away. So it did matter that your ship did get fixed. But as you squeeze through the hole and you just scrape along the sides, once the ship gets halfway through, you watch as the front end of the ship just dips and the ass end just starts lifting to the sky as there seems to be gravity in this hole.
Oh, I don't like that. We should back up, back up.
Whatever.
Sherble is like standing on the deck and like using her sword to push against the door and try to push us off.
It's too heavy where it is.
Scrum's just
Come
gonna
on,
tie a
help.
rope to the front and slide down. Is there a handle on this side of the door?
There is not.
Fuck.
Damn. I'm gonna push it to see if the door opens.
It doesn't.
Hey.
Maybe it's pull from this side.
I really like how I had like a tiny thing, nothing like too important about this door, and it's just been completely ruined in the best way.
Are there any
would've
inscriptions on
knocked
the
if
door
we
that
could,
are
like
like
we
We're
did.
supposed to like
friend and
answer a fucking
enter?
riddle or something.
Don't worry about it.
It
No,
asks
there's
if you
nothing.
answered
The
my
door's
riddle
very
is 3.
plain.
Is that a cannon?
Hey, where did you get that?
My
What are you gonna do
weakness.
with that big cannon? Oh no!
My one weakness, cannon.
I'm allergic to cannonballs. Fired at a high velocity.
Scrum, as you make your way
Please
down,
don't blast
you-
me.
you see that this passage goes on for quite a while, like at least a mile forward, of this like grandiose hallway with a long red carpet and like gargoyle torches along the sides. Like gargoyles in the shape of like holding fire. They do not move when you say anything towards them though. They make no
Have
movement.
this carpet.
Should we just
Scrum
start
starts
stealing?
ripping up carpet.
I'm gonna see how big are the gargoyles. Can I lift one?
They're very high up. They're about
Fuck.
100 feet up. You
Look, it would be a really fucking sick, the thing you put on the front of the ship, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
You technically have like rocket boots.
Oh shit, I do.
Yeah, from the elven corp or
Oh.
not from the from the corpses.
Gerbil,
I love those
Gerbil.
normal boots.
let's get a gargoyle.
Is there anything up there by the gargoyles? Like a wall?
Intelligent
They
eight.
just got a fire in their hands.
There's no wall or anything?
Oh,
Like,
there's
just
wall. There's like you guys are like in a hallway.
Sick, is it like wood?
No, it's like stone.
How do we get up there?
I mean, you could probably attempt to climb one of like the side wall things, like one of the pillars leading up one of the support beams.
I'm gonna try. Oh, hold on, hear me out. I'm gonna try to lasso a gargoyle.
Beautiful, wonderful.
Okay, so they're like 100 feet up. How much rope
in
do
you.
you have?
Well, whatever's in a fucking Dungeoneer's pack.
It's like 50 feet.
don't
Normally
assume
the
we'd
feet
also
come
have-
with 50 feet.
We'd have rope on the ship too, probably. Ships just have like a shitload of rope.
So you climb back onto the ship and you collect all the rope you can to make a lasso.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you an inspiration for this one.
And are you a fucking bird?
How do you give
Yeah.
this inspiration, by the way?
Yeah.
I guess I'll just like strum a little tune, right? If I'm giving a Sherbull inspiration based on what she's doing, right?
Yeah.
Then it's gotta be like a pirate, like a fucking sea shanty, right?
Yeah, yeah, go
'Cause
for
we're
it.
pirates. We're space pirates. So I'll give him a fucking like Yarhar Sconsel DD, you know, because we're about to get
Yar
about
har
to get this
sherble
fucking
DD.
gargoyle sconce. Good.
You're hearing a
Perfect.
guitar from the Dollar Tree. It does have tuning pegs. They kind of work.
Uh-oh.
2 strings are attached to one of the pegs, and then one of the pegs doesn't have a string at all. And if I tune them enough to even make these noises, the plastic like neck of the violin is like bent.
To make a strength check with disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, that's a 4 plus
You can
3.
add a d6 if you'd like.
Yeah, plus 4. So that's an 11.
It's not good enough to get one of the gargoyles all the way up there with the rope.
Fuck. Should we like explore this area? Like continue down the hallway?
You think we might get shorter gargoyles if we keep going? Good idea. Scrum says with a handful of carpet.
What are you gonna do with carpet scraps?
I don't know. The ship needs carpeting. Maybe put him on the captain's chair. Maybe put him on a bunk bed.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I guess we explore
A
onwards.
quiet corner.
Okay.
Uh,
as you go down, it's more of the same till you get like almost like nearly a mile away, and Peggy's like, "I'm gonna stay back at the ship to protect it." And like once you get to like this end, there's another door, an even smaller door, about 20 feet tall.
You say even smaller as if the first one was small.
Right?
Yeah.
Try pushing it.
Okay, make me a strength check.
Okay. 18.
You can just barely push it open. It's very heavy.
So they are push ones.
Yeah. If you got a 1, it was gonna be a pole door.
Uh,
And you start to push it open, and there's more of the carpet continuing on, but there's like more of like this void walls around.
Are the gargoyles any lower?
There's not. It's just a void walls around
Fuck.
this area.
Scrub walks up, looks at Sherble, goes, "How could you?" and just starts ripping up more carpet.
What?
Do you rip up carpet in this new room you go into?
No, not in the new room.
Okay.
Just a nice big roll from the previous, and then you walk. Once that's been deposited, I guess we can walk. The ship is fully stuck, right? Peggy's just
Yeah.
hanging out, raging.
Yeah, it's stuck. Peggy's staying at the rear of the ship, watching for anybody to come and attack the ship.
Yeah. So, I guess Scrum's just gonna like walk forward and be like, "Hello, we docked, but nobody answered."
Scrum, when you do that, you almost hear like a whisper coming back at you, and like as you guys are walking through, it's almost like you can see like these white strands poking through the void every so often.
That's weird.
Horrifying. For me, not for Scrum.
Don't worry, I would never put horror into my Dungeons and Dragons. And this one only continues a little bit before it gets to another door, if you would like to go through.
I would like to knock first.
Okay. You knock and you hear, "Welcome, what are you doing this far?"
Kind of looking for a gargoyle.
Oh, well, the gargoyles are back that way.
But I can't reach them.
Oh, well, maybe if you climb up, you could grab one.
Not a very good climber.
Got any fun stuff in there that you don't need that we could have? Just to have, try to figure out how to get the portal back open, or, just shiny things to look at.
Oh, yes, if you would like the portal back open, you may either sit there and wait, or you may follow this path.
How long is the waiting?
Oh, no time at all.
How long would the waiting be if we had a concept of time on, let's say, like a goblin scale?
Oh, no worries. Your ship would still be there by the time it reopens.
Yeah, but us.
Let's say, for example, I live to be 100.
Yes,
Would I
you will.
still be alive when the door opens?
If you were 100 and the door opened, you would be alive.
Up, circle back, starting.
Yes.
If I left here and waited out there for 40 goblin years, would the door have opened in that time?
Sadly, the door will not be opening in 40 years.
Okay, cool. And Scrum just like looks at Sherble and be like, that door's not coming back anytime soon, I don't think.
What do we do?
Well, if you would like to make sure that you don't die out there in the void of space, you can go ahead and join us over here.
I don't trust that. Can I roll an insight check?
Sure. Oh wait, no, it's wisdom.
It's
Oh,
wisdom.
then
I
it's
was about
just
to be like,
4.
since when? Damn! Edison should be much better at insight checks.
It's really hard to read this thing. It has a weird voice. It talks funny. Without any prodding, the door in the distance opens up.
Y'all got food in there?
What's your like deal? What do you
No.
what
But-
goes on?
Oh, we are just the exit.
It's
Not a fan.
scary.
This is
it's a
ship
refreshing.
graveyard. This is the ship graveyard.
Ah, the trap.
Didn't say trap, it said trap.
I love playing stupid characters. Yeah, Scrub is gonna be like, okay, cool, I'm just gonna let everybody know where we're going. And he's gonna, like, take a step back and be like, Peggy! We're going down this way!
Okay, I got the ship.
Also, keep trying for those gargoyles. They'd be sick on the front.
I'll send some of the sticky hand goblins, the ones that just cling to walls.
Yeah, just get a bunch and just tip it off. It'll be great.
Just gotta grab some
Make sure
jelly.
you catch it, though. Put like some jelly underneath so you catch it. Don't break off a leg or something. I want it.
So on this final door, you walk through and you actually see that it eventually comes to an end. There seems to be a large podium and like a small stair that almost leads into like what kind of looks like an in-ground pool of like just a area that this red carpet walks into until it has all
Right.
these raised areas, and then you see all these mechanical pipelines circling around the room and raising upwards. And then between these mechanical pipelines, you see that same void.
I guess I'll save a lot of money on wallpaper here, huh?
Yes.
You know.
This is our transportation. If you would like to leave and not stay in the ship graveyard forever, click the podium and we will take you elsewhere.
What about our ship?
It belongs to the ship graveyard now.
Oh, that stinks. Peggy, wrap up the gargoyle. We're taking it to go.
You're like over a mile away and your voice just goes for it.
I can imagine this corridor carries sound very well. It just takes like
He just
a minute.
keeps yelling louder and louder. Peggy!
It's like about a minute later when you hear Peggy's voice back echoing. We only dropped like 4.
Okay,
We
cool.
got one at
Wrap 'em
last.
all up. Wrap them up.
Yeah, broken gargoyles are still
They dropped
gargoyles.
more.
That shit's cool.
So
Sick gargoyle arm. Like, what do you mean?
eventually, you start to see about half an hour or more later, the whole crew is starting to come through with varieties of gargoyles wrapped up in red carpet with varying degrees of crumple. Some are complete spheres that you understand are completely rubble. Some you can be like, okay, there's like at least an arm that's still good, and then there's one that's carried by like 4 goblins of just the perfect gargoyle.
We can assemble another gargoyle with all these parts too. Like we can
Or
make that happen.
something sick.
We can make a
Just a
fucked up
fade.
gargoyle like mutant out of a bunch of different
A
parts.
gargoyle drider, a grinder, a grinder.
Grinder. Yeah, so the
Oh,
spooky
that's-
voice says we gotta go. Ship stays here.
Oh. But I became a captain for this.
Oh, you could be a captain who's alive, or a captain who stays in this void and starves to death. But the live captain gets a sick gargoyle. Scrums is pointing to the gargoyle.
All right, what do we need to do? You just need to
Ah.
put your hand on that podium and we will transport you away.
That doesn't mean like kill, does it?
No,
You're not transporting
We
us
are-
to heaven.
we are adverse to killing those that get out of the ship graveyard.
Hey, you guys aren't like really attached to your door or anything.
No,
You gotta break up the door.
we only allow certain people to see it that are new to the graveyard. It disappears after a few days.
And they just stay forever?
Yes,
It's messed up.
it is the ship graveyard.
Yeah, so Scrum's gonna waddle over, whirling a gargoyle hand in one hand and just like slap it on the podium.
Gramble,
Okay.
how does it feel to know that you doomed that knife to staying here forever?
That's not my fault. Could the knife even have gone through the door with me?
Did you fucking ask?
I mean, these
didn't.
boots are with you, so...
It's true.
Are the
It's-
boots alive?
They were only made for walking.
So, as you all get into, like, the in-ground pool part of the area, and, Scrum puts his hand on the podium, you
Not
start...
his hand.
Oh, you didn't put your hand on it? You hit it with the gargoyle?
Gargoyle's hand.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, I will if I have to.
It's no big deal.
Fun.
You slap it with the
Sure.
gargoyle
Well-
hand, and you watch as, like, all the ground, like, starts to, like, raise, like, this, like, almost, like, white mist. And this is when you all start to see it. You start to notice those around you, their eyes start to, like, get weary as, like, their bodies look as, like, if they're getting heavier, and you start to feel it, too. And what you see is you see these, like, spectral lines of, like, all these bodies now. Where the void is, you couldn't see this. You just saw void. But now you see it as all these hands reaching out and trying to crawl out of the void. As this room is starting to fill with all these bodies of spectral trying to reach out of the void, trying to claw their way out. And you start to watch these spectral forms falling out of your own goblin bodies around you.
Uh-oh.
We'll get back to this for the finale.
Oh,